So that's what we're going to go, but we're going to do spiritual memories, which are even more important than the ones that we always think of with our family. It's who we are. And that memory of us as perfect, loving souls. And using that memory of us and bringing it forward to now as a signpost, a guidepost for what we can be now and what we could be, the possibilities of the future. But I'm just talking and talking. That's what you are sometimes as a politician, a talking head. What we really want to hear is our speaker. He is here tonight, Enrique Simo. He develops his professional work as an executive coach, a speaker. We're in for a treat tonight. I have not, we've just met. Executive coach, speaker, and leadership development expert. He is a fellow at the Oxford Leadership Academy. He has been practicing and teaching meditation for more than 30 years. He has coordinated and collaborated on various programs. We know these programs because they're so important. We're happy you're here for peace, values development, spirituality in various organizations and countries, and his work with many companies. So he's very worldly too. He takes that spirituality and spreads it through the world, working with companies that we know of like Novartis, IKEA, and well as telefonica. Yesterday is an experiential tool. It's a tool. The memory can be used as a tool. Rather than dwelling on the past, though, we can use it as a guide to master today. So don't take the good stuff. And that the past is a deep sensation we carry inside. Memory. Ah, heaven. So with that, I bring up our speaker, Enrique Simo, and welcome to Harmony House. And
Can you hear me well now? Yes. So I'm very happy to be here and be able to share with all of you a little bit of my experience regarding the topic. And I was thinking that there are many ideas around three words, no? Today, yesterday, and tomorrow. But the first thing that it came to my mind was that the most important moment is now. We know. And now is today. You know? And it's very important to understand also that how we create experience now in our lives, because we are experiencing every day something, or we are satisfied, or we are frustrated, or we are stressed, or we are peaceful. Every day we experience something, but this is the result of the seeds that we have sown. Please correct me if I say something. Sown in the past, and I collect the fruit on the present. And this becomes then the future. So what are these seeds? Of course, actions. Whatever we do has an impact in our lives. But what is behind actions? Thoughts. And now more and more people are aware of the importance of putting attention to their thoughts. Years back, maybe I was giving courses for many years now. No? Now I'm working in the corporate world doing executive coaching and training. But before I was in the education field. So I was training teachers at school and in communication, stress management, different things. But I always try to introduce this idea of the importance of our thoughts. And I remember some teachers, intelligent people and nice people, but discussing with me that this is not true. How our thoughts doesn't influence our life. Thoughts are thoughts and life is life, you know? But now, and it's very good, the good news is that science also is proving that our thoughts, it's clearly that they have an impact in our lives. So the thoughts that I have created in the past are the experience that I have in the present. The thoughts that I'm creating in the present will become the experience that I will have in the future. So they made a study and asking people usually what kind of thoughts they have. So they discovered that more than 70% of the people are living in the past, are thinking about the past, but not exactly good memories. More the traumas or problems or difficulties or what someone did to them, all these things still they remain in the mind. Other people were thinking about the future, but not in a very nice way. What are the thoughts that we create in the future that are not so peaceful? Fear, and with fear, what comes? Anxiety, but also worries. No, we worry about something. They say that worries are the worst visualization that we can have about a situation. You think about your job and you say, I'm worried about my job. Why? If I lose my job, what will happen in my life? But they have said something to you? No. But you know that we will lose your job? No. But if I lose my job, what will happen? I have to be worried about this. No, you don't need to worry about something that you don't have any information. So people in the future, and very few people were living in the present. So the thing is that also it's interesting how our brain works. And with all these elements, we will work then. Our brain works in the same, this way. Whatever we think, the brain takes these thoughts and creates the reality. The brain doesn't think if these thoughts are real, it's happening in the reality in front of you, or it's your imagination. Doesn't matter. So the people who lives in the past, thinking about the past, what did in the past, what happened to me, I had to do something different, why I'm here, not there, so many things about the past. And so they are living the present, the past, you see? And because they are living in the present with the past, the future becomes the past. So they are living all the time in the past. Their life is the past. So what is the experience then? They think that they are experiencing, maybe frustration or insatisfaction because of circumstances in the present. But it's not true. They are experiencing this because the thoughts that they are creating about the past. And if you think about the past in the present, but you continue to think, you cannot do anything. And then you are always frustrated. You follow me? So it's very important to pause. And this is what people doesn't do, at least in Spain. But I think here in America, they are doing. So they say to me, I don't have time, to pause, so many things to do. But if you don't pause, you don't observe yourself. And if you don't observe yourself, you don't realize what you are thinking. So many people are living in the past, even being in the present. So creating the same experience every morning, every day, and also in the future. So the first thing we have to do is to observe and to pause. Because when we are able to pause and observe, we see what is inside ourselves. And we see the thoughts that are in our minds. And this is why many people now, because meditation is becoming very popular, I think here also in America, but in Spain now it's very popular. A few years back, maybe 15 years back, I was working already in companies, and I was trying always to introduce some kind of exercise to allow the managers or the executives to pause and to think. But they were saying, they knew me, of course, that I was doing meditation. And they were saying to me, Enrique, don't say meditation, please, because this is very spiritual. So people will react, and don't want that they think that our program is something spiritual. No, don't say. Say, okay, can I say centering the mind? Oh, yes, this is right. Centering the mind. Good. Few years later, mindfulness became famous. So then they say to me, you can say mindfulness. Okay, okay. I say mindfulness. So I became an expert in mindfulness. And now they say, you meditate. Yes. Oh, wonderful. Talk about meditation. So, same thing, but different words and different mentality. So things change. So to start to meditate, you need to pause. This is not meditation. It's just to pause and be able to observe yourself. So many people want to meditate, but I have observed that many people stop meditating very quickly. And many, they say to me, Enrique, meditation is not for me. Why? I'm happy, I'm doing things. And when I sit to meditate, strange thoughts come to my mind. And I'm very stressed. I'm more stressed when I don't meditate. So meditation is not for me. And I say, well, if you sit, you do nothing, but you see that something is inside yourself, it's not the creation of meditation. This is what you have all the time. So you don't realize that. But when you stop and you pause and you don't do things, because things distract you, and people are distracted by doing things so that they don't realize what they are thinking. But when you stop, you are aware of what really is happening inside yourself. So if you don't do something, you will live all your life like this, escaping from yourself, doing, or listening. You see, so many people, they put the television without seeing the television or the radio, so that in the house they have some noise, the news or whatever, because they don't want to hear them, to listen to themselves. Once in Spain, I went to a prison, woman's prison, to give a lecture about all these things. And there was a young girl, very young. She was with these headphones. And I was talking, but she was there with this. And then at the end, I approach her and say, hello, hello. How are you? Oh, very nervous, very nervous. But you were listening something because I saw you with this. Yes, I can listen a little bit. But why you put this? And she said to me, my head is exploding of thoughts of the past. Maybe what she has done. I didn't ask what. So I cannot listen to myself. So I need to put strong music so that I can listen to the music and not listen to my mind. See, and I realized, wow, what a hell inside she must have, no? That she cannot listen to herself and is inside. Imagine a person outside that is saying wrong things to you all the time. Say, oh, go, no, let me alone. But imagine if this person you have inside yourself, then really you explode inside. So this is what is happening. People need to do things, so that they don't pause to observe themselves. But if we don't pause and observe, we are not able to change anything. So the first thing to meditate, to be able to meditate, not meditation, but to be able to meditate, is to work on yourself and to accept that you have created many waste thoughts or whatever in the past, and sometimes you use also in the present, and be able to accept all the noise that we have created. And then when we know that we can also change our thoughts, this is something that many people doesn't think. We create thoughts, we can change thoughts, we can observe thoughts. So we need a little bit of education about how the mind works and what we can do with our mind before meditation, so that then meditation can be useful in practice. So when you observe your mind and you realize that thoughts are there, then you can observe them. And when you observe them, you create a distance. The observer and what you observe, you see? You can do it now, even when I'm speaking. And when you create this distance, you are able to see more clearly in a detached way. It doesn't affect you so much. It takes a little bit of training, but it's very useful to practice observation, observing. And you can do it during all the day, any moment. Instead of getting involved in something, you just observe. And what is the internal attitude of observation? What means to get involved? When you see something and you get involved in your mind, what are the attitudes or the things that you do in your mind to get involved? And what is that you don't do so that you can be an observer? I'm not sure if I make the right question. But what are the thoughts in your mind that makes you be engaged in the things and trapped in the things? For example, I will give you a clue. For example, expectations. You see your, whatever, your daughter, your son, your boss, whatever, and instead of just be there and observing them, you have expectations. You create thoughts about what you expect from them. You see? So then you are thinking about this and you cannot be an observer. You get engaged with that. Another thing is assumptions. We create an assumption from one situation. So we get involved in this situation without even knowing what is happening. But then we are not the observer. You get into the situation. And another one is judging. We judge people so quickly, no? Maybe we are in the bus, someone enters, you see the shoes, you see the clothes, and oh, this person must be this and that, and you create a whole story. So you are involved. You see, you are not observing, you are there, and this affects you. So the training is during the day, just observe people, observe things, observe whatever is happening, observe the sky, and don't judge, don't analyze, don't assume, don't expect. You see, it's just a person. It's just the blue sky. It's just a dog. It's just a bird. I'm just here. And I observing life. And I accept life as it is. And I allow life to occur. I love this expression, to allow life to occur. You know, I don't need to control life. I don't need to do anything. Just be there, the observer. Like you go in a train, no? And you observe. You cannot catch the scenes that you are seeing. You need to be relaxed and zoom, 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 zoom. So same in life. You are there, and then what's happened? That you don't waste so much energy because expectations, assumptions, judgment, what else I've said, and assumptions, expectations, judgment, desires, all these things, they take us so much energy, so much energy. And at the night, at the end of the day, many people say to me, oh, I arrive at home and I'm really exhausted, or I am dead, or I am, and it's not because of the job. It's because of the thoughts that you have created about your job, your boss, your situation, your life. So this creates so much waste in your mind. So when we realize that and we practice a little bit, because this practice, no one teaches us to observe. We have been trained to analyze, to judge things, which is important also because in our works we have to do this, but not so much time. And now the tendency is that everyone, everywhere, is all the time thinking about this in this way, analyzing, judging, giving opinions, giving advice, everyone. In Spain, I don't know here, but in Spain, people are very, very kind and they want to help you. But it's very, I imagine, I cough a little bit, no? So after a while, I have a pharmacy in my, everyone wants to give me something. Everyone wants to give me his advice. Everyone, and I say, okay, yes, it's good, but if I take all this, I will explode. So people always want, no, to give you, to say something. Observe. Learn the art to not be so much involved. It's good to be a little bit involved when they need it, when they need you, but not all the time. You see? So this is the first step. We need to pause. We need to observe. And we need to train that. as I was saying, we don't learn this in the university, not in the school, not at home, not in our jobs. We learn to activate our mind very much, analyzing, judging, taking a lot of data, thinking a lot. And this is the tendency. And with the best intention, people are doing this, training their children also in this. You have free time? Oh, study English. You have free time? Oh, go to the gym. You have more free time? Let's do, oh, this is another thing. Do something. Think about something. If not, take the mobile or whatever and see a film. We need to train them also to focus and to have a little bit of space. In Spain, there is a sign in the metro. Allow people to go out before you enter. Because if you try to enter, no one can enter, no one can go out. So the same in our mind. Allow thoughts to go out. Don't think so much. Don't think so fast. And then you will have space to create something new. So all these things are happening in our mind. And this is why we are not living the present moment. Because the present moment, you only can live it if you are doing something that only happens in the moment. I repeat, you only can live the now, today, if you are doing something that only happens in the now. And if you are thinking too much, it doesn't happen in the now. Analysis, judgment doesn't happen in the now. You are creating thoughts about the beliefs and the ideas that you have from the past and bringing in the now. But observation only happens in the now. You cannot observe in the past. How can you observe the past? Or observe in the future? No, observation, it's a skill, a quality that only happens in the present moment. Do the exercise just like this. You are looking at me, just like this. Observe me. Don't judge me. Don't analyze me. Don't think what is, don't think anything. Try to just, oh, Enrique is there. Or you can look at the point better. This is a point. This is a picture. Oh, nice. Good. Nothing else. And you will see that the mind, when you observe, automatically you think slow down. It's automatic. But when you analyze, you judge, you do all these things. When we observe, it starts to become like this. And when we meditate, it's like this. So you have to observe your mind, it goes like this. I have a daughter. She's now 45. She has 2 children. And she's very nice, wonderful. I love her so much. But she's very fast doing things and very accurate, but thinks very fast and speaks very fast. So sometimes I meet her and she starts to talk. And I listen and say, oh, please slow down. She didn't realize that. She speaks fast. And then she said, oh, I'm speaking fast. Yes. Ah, okay. It's like, then he breathes. No, this is what is happening. People don't realize what they are doing. They don't realize how they think. And sometimes for us, it's the same. So first thing, learn the art to observe. Many people try to meditate without training themselves in the art of observation and in the art of pausing. Sometimes pause, don't do anything, just pause. In the corporate world, I teach them very simple things because they say, I don't have time. So I say, what do you do when you go out in the stairs? No, you go to the floor, whatever, and don't take the lift. Go by the stairs. Don't work when you go by the stairs. Just observe your feet, how you walk, or maybe you can put a thought in your mind. I'm peaceful. I'm feeling well. I'm really good. Why have you to work when you go? Oh, good idea. And they do. You go to drink a glass of water. Yes. What are you doing with your mind? You continue to work. No, go there. Drink the glass of water and enjoy the water for one moment. And you will see that your mind will slow down. So there are very simple things, but we forget to do simple things. I love simplicity. So I love simple life. And I try to have a simple mind. Don't think too much. Don't think too fast. Think good. Think slow. And be present. And when we are present, in the present moment, is the only moment that we can create something. We cannot create in the past. It's already created. We cannot create in the future. It has not happened. But here we have the capacity to create. So we have to reflect and ask ourselves, what do I want to create now that has an impact in the future? And people don't stop and pause to think like this. Because when you do, you don't think what you want to be, what you want to become, or what you want to do in the future. So when I start meditation, every year, and still I'm doing that, every year at the end of the year, I do a long meditation at night, and I write my vision for the future. Not even for the next year. Yes, for the next year a little bit, some ideas, but also for the future. And I enjoy very much creating at that moment my future. And I write 2 pages, 3 pages. And I write in a sense that I don't analyze or judge or say, this is true, this is possible, this is not. No, I write whatever comes in my feelings. For example, years back, I was writing, I see myself very peaceful, very quiet. My mind is quiet. And I was not like that. But when you create in the present this visualization and you start to see yourself like this, it becomes slowly a reality. So I invite you to do this. Write about how you see yourself how you want to see yourself in the future. Because this is, I would say, one of the main aspects in life. How do you see yourself now? And many people are seeing themselves according to the past. What I have done, what has happened to me, my family, my school, whatever. And also they see themselves as a body, as a character, as personality. But now we learn here, no, in meditation, Raja Yoga meditation, we learn that we are much more than what we see. We are what we don't see. For me, it was really beautiful insight when I took the course and they said to me, you are a soul, you are energy, you are a conscious being. And wow. So I'm not what I see. I'm not what I believe that I was. No. And you have peace inside yourself, and you have love inside yourself, and you have wisdom inside yourself. So you have many qualities. Natural. Wow. But I was saying, I'm not peaceful. I'm not so loving. I am, no, a little bit, I irritate myself. So, but then I realized, no, you have to sow these seeds in your mind, and with patience, take care of them. Because this is what you have done in the past. You have sowed seeds about your limitations and your defects and whatever you felt that you were. And this is the fruit of that. So now you have to plant new seeds, to cultivate them, to take care of them, to don't put attention to the old ones. No, if you don't put water in a plant, what happened to the plant? Dies. So we need to put water to the new seeds and not put water to the old seeds, so that we don't feed the old thoughts, the old beliefs, and slowly they become weak. And the new thoughts, the new seeds, the new beliefs, the new consciousness, every day you have to put water. And then you start to see the fruit in your life of the consciousness that you are creating now. So in fact, meditation is every day to create this new awareness of yourself. And then the change is completely a big change. Many things in your life changes when you change the perception that you have of yourself. And with the perception, it comes the self-talk. How do you talk to yourself? Because according how you talk to yourself, this is the relationship that you have with yourself. This is very interesting. The conversation that you have indicates the quality of the relationship that you have, but also with other people. You can think now, what is the conversation that I have with other people, with my family, with my colleagues? Because if there is a superficial conversation, it's a superficial relationship. But with myself, it's the same. What is my conversation inside with myself? Because it's superficial, is a superficial relationship. But if it is toxic, the other day in a meeting, one person was saying, I had a very toxic relationship with myself. How? Then what is the relationship that you have? A toxic relationship with yourself. So this creates a lot of waste of energy, a lot of frustration, bad feelings. So you need also to observe, how do you talk to yourself? So let's do a simple exercise. This is not meditation. It's just a reflection. So go back to this morning, today, and recall the moment that you wake up and just try to remember, how was my self-talk? How did I talk to myself? What thoughts came into my mind? What was the conversation when I start the day? Think a little. Try to recall this moment. And then you went for breakfast. What happened in your mind when you were taking breakfast? And then maybe you went to work, you take the car, whatever, the bus. What were your thoughts? What was your conversation inside? And then the day was happening. What else happened there? Try to see the flow of your inner conversation. There were a lot of judgment, a lot of thoughts, or not. Maybe little thoughts, quiet mind. Just recall, just think about. And try to feel how I treat myself today. How was my thought regarding to myself? I was correcting myself. I was judging myself, or I was having a nice talk to myself. Yes. Now, just share 5 minutes with a person. How was this experience? What were my thoughts during today? What is my self-talk to myself? Share a little, say hello. What is your name? And share a little, 5 minutes only, just a little share, so that you listen to others and see what is happening in the mind of others also. Very good. Let's finish. So it seems it was a good conversation, no? Sometimes it's good to reflect and then to share and to listen to others also. And you will see that it's, they say, common humanity. Same things happen to everyone. So you feel more comfortable. Wow, they are engaged in the conversation. So, yes, how to observe. Exactly, we are not used to that. As I said before, you need to not do the things that we used to do. So don't judge, don't analyze, just be neutral. So you can say inside yourself, for example, I'm seeing a bird. Nothing else. That's it. I'm looking at the sky. That's it. You know, and you will see that your mind will want to say something more. So you have to observe and say, shh, no. Yes, but analyze. This is not like bird, but these birds are not a, shh. You know, this is a person, just a person. Okay, it's passing by. Nothing else. So we need to train. This is not natural because it doesn't happen in this way. One person goes and you immediately you start to make a judgment. Oh, what this person might be problems. This person because we look the face that he has and blah 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 blah. And then you get engaged and you create a story about someone that you don't know. And 100% of the times, or 99% of the times, it's false. But you waste so many thoughts on that, and you lose the present moment. The point is, sorry. Yes, yes, this is the idea. Calm and think less is the idea. And when you need to think, then you use your mind to think. Because if you are working and you need to analyze a situation or a problem or whatever, a business, okay, you have to do it. So we need to do that. But not more than 8 hours. And I would say even less than 8 hours. And people do this 24 hours, even sleeping. Even sleeping, they continue to work and to do things and to analyze and think and like this. This is why people cannot sleep. I don't know here, but in Spain, more than 50% of the population take something to sleep. They cannot sleep. Why? Because they are like this. The mind is like this. So the body is tired, but the mind continues. Don't stop. And many, they say to me, I wake up very early at 2 or 3 at 4, thinking about the meeting that I have next day. Because during the sleep, they were thinking about the meeting. And when we are here, we are wasting a lot of energy, a lot of time. We are not living the present. And we are creating, this is the worst thing, we are creating a not very good, pleasant future. Sometimes when I see a person and I see how, no, he's all the time thinking, stress, doing, thinking that this is life, and I say, take care. Because the body is very strong, but if you continue like this, 10 years later, you will have problems. And when you have problems, it's too late. Exactly. And I've met many people like this. And when the body is, has something not functioning well because you have not used it in a proper way, so this is past, present, and the future, then you regret. And you say, oh, what can I do now? Well, you can do something, of course, but if you lose the energy of the body and you spoil the body in one, it's very difficult to recover. So stop, pause, realize what are you doing now and the impact that will have in the future. Because so many people don't think about the impact of their lives in the future, of their thoughts or their actions. And when you are like this, you know what's happened also? You eat bad because you don't have time to eat. So you eat whatever is, oh, no problem, doesn't matter. It's now only one day. Only one day. How long you are sick? Well, it's the last 3 months, but 3 months, well, it's the last year, but you stop. So you don't eat well. You don't digest well because you eat quickly. Sometimes I have to eat outside because of the job. So I eat very little. I ask for a salad, very simple. Because people talk, so I cannot eat and talk. But I see how people eat very fast and talks very fast. So I see the food entering and without, no, this, how could you say, chewing, and it goes, and I say, wow, the digestion. So I'm seeing and having compassion. So we are doing so many things in the present moment today that are not conscious. So they have an impact in the future. So this is why meditation is so important. And we have to start to pause, to observe. And I insist because so many people don't do this. And then to realize who I am and who I want to become also, and who I'm not. So when we learn that we are soul, we are an energy, we are a conscious being, as I said before, it's such a beautiful thought. And when you practice, we need to practice. This is another thing. It's not just now I understand and say, okay, wonderful. I'm a peaceful soul. That's all. No, no. You need to practice and put attention and make the effort and find the time, create the time. Time will not come to you. You have to create the time. But when you do this, it doesn't take much time. And you practice and you just these thoughts. I'm a peaceful soul. I'm a conscious being. And you concentrate yourself in this point. Don't many of you know the energy, you bring your energy, your attention there, and you create these thoughts because you realize that you are the creator of your thoughts. So consciously, you start to create new thoughts, new seeds in your mind. I'm a soul. I'm a peaceful soul. I'm a loving soul. I'm a soul. I'm a conscious being. I love so much these thoughts. I repeat them thousands of times. After 35 years or more, I still continue to think in a similar way because they are so beautiful. So then the mind slow down. And when the mind starts to create different waves, no, alpha waves, delta waves, so pleasant. And then now I'm trained so many years and I catch myself immediately when I'm like this. I say, oh, Enrique, stop, breathe. You're a peaceful soul. Oh, yes. And immediately thoughts go so quickly. I've made so many experiments in myself. One day I was feeling, I usually feel very well. My health is very good since I meditate. Before it was not so good. But one day I felt very bad. Something was bad in my stomach and I had wanting to, I don't know what is in English. So I lay down in my bed and I was really feeling bad. And then I say, okay, let's do an exercise. I try to always experiment something. So I said, I don't know what create that. So let me check and visualize all the things that I've eaten during the day. So I visualize some things in the morning, no effect. Something there, nothing. And suddenly I visualize something. Oh, it was immediately. So then say, now I imagine an apple. Then I again, this food. Oh, then again, an apple. 1 second. It was incredible. Just the thought, feeling bad. Just an apple. So quickly the thoughts work. So quickly. But we don't realize because we don't pause. We don't practice. So practice these thoughts. Who am I really? I like this word really. In Spanish, realmente. ¿No? ¿Quién soy realmente? Really. Because it's not who am I. Who am I is the thing that I feel or think am I. No, really. And then use these thoughts. I'm a soul. I'm something much more than this body and this character. And also go beyond your story because we tell us every day story. And we think that this story is our life. And it's not our life, it's a story. And you can change your story. I've changed my story. And I create a new story. It's wonderful. And when you create in the present, remember the present moment is the moment to create. You cannot create in the past, not in the future. Create beautiful things in your life. And when you see that these things start to happen, not the same day, of course, but when you are constant and create these thoughts, you become to see that you are the creator of your life. So this gives a lot of satisfaction. Your life is not created by others, but is usually what is happening. Others are creating your life, saying what you have to do, what you have to think, what you have. But when you change this and you become the creator of your life, wow, this gives you a lot of satisfaction. And things are happening externally, many things. Maybe you lose your job, maybe you change your job, maybe you are with a person, maybe your family, your children grow up and they go. So this is life. But how do I want to live my life? This is my creation, you see? And you need to feed these thoughts every day, not one day. And every day you have to put yourself in order, because during the day, many things happen and you go like this, sometimes upside down, and you arrive home like this, and then you meditate and you put yourself again, now again. So you need to put yourself like this every day. So in the morning, you stabilize yourself in your thoughts, in your creation. And then you go to the day. Many things happen. But at night, again, you meditate and you position yourself in your self-respect, in this new awareness. And if you practice every day, you see that your mind becomes more calm, more quiet. And then you feel much better. And then you continue because you know that this is the best assurance for the future. One day I was thinking about assurance, no? Because in Spain, I think same like here, they want to assurance everything, no? Like an assurance for the house, for your life, insurance, no? Insurance. And I think, well, but it's not a true insurance because life insurance, but not life, because it's when you are die, they give some money. So it's not, they don't insurance my life. So I was thinking, what is the best insurance? And then I realized the best insurance is today I create the best thoughts. So then I have the security that tomorrow I will be okay. I don't know after tomorrow, but tomorrow. So then tomorrow I will again to create the best thoughts, the best life, so that next day I will be okay. So this is the best assurance today. Today, do the best. And this will create a good day next day. And then the next day, do the best and will create. And then you see that you are creating good energy every day. And this energy is creating good fruits in the future. And then you enjoy life. I was not enjoying life before. I was not happy with my life. And now I'm very happy. And my life is very simple, in fact. Well, I'm traveling and doing some lectures, but life, normal life, is very simple. I don't have many big desires, but internally, I'm feeling well. So I realize this is the best thing. Every day to feel well. It seems so simple. But it's not so simple in the sense that you need to do efforts. And especially the effort, again, I insist, look at your mind. And if it's like this, do the effort today. Create thoughts that allow your mind to be quiet. And let go so many things. Believe me, you don't need to solve everything. You don't need to control everything. You don't need to think too much about things. Just what is needed. So many things get solved by themselves. So many things, the answer come to you. Overthink. Now I'm more concerned about to create my stage internal than to what I will say, what I will talk, what I will do. No, be good, be well with yourself, and you will do something good, and you will talk something good, and you will do something wonderful, you see? So it's more important your stage than the things that you have to do, say. And many times I work with people and I have to listen stories and things. Before, when I started, my mind was like this. Oh, now what I will ask him, and now what advice I will give him. Oh, this story is very complicated. Oh, it happened the same like me. Oh, no. So I was not listening. No. Now I sit and I create my mind like this. And the person speaks and speaks. And just I try to listen behind the story. And suddenly something comes into my mind. I say, oh, I'm feeling that there's some lacking of love in your life. How do you know? No, I don't know, but I feel something. It's true. And then they start to talk in a different way. So allow the answer to come. Allow the solutions to come. Allow things to happen. Allow life to occur. And you be there, the observer. And when you need to do something, you will see that you will do more right things, more accurate things. And sometimes the mind will go like this again. So learn about it, train yourself a little bit more and continue. So I think it's time. So you have any questions? Yes. Or anything that you want to
Questions
say?
before, and we'd like you to do if you can guide us in a meditation.
Before meditation and then
Well,
questions?
let's do the questions first. If there's a, oh, I'm sorry, excuse
Yes,
my
let's-
back.
And then we finish with a meditation.
Thank you for your talk. I reflected a lot from what you said. One thing that popped up for me was how do you maintain that calm mind when you feel so hurt by what another person did?
Mhm. Well, it's a good question because this is what is happening in life. And I took all the situations as a training, you see? So you train yourself when you are calm, you're at home or you are here. So you have to create time to practice. It's like going to the gym, but then things happen. You have to take something heavy, but if you have gone to the gym and you have made muscles, you can do it, you see? So it's the same inside. When you train yourself, when you every day you experience peace and you calm your mind, when things happen, you see that maybe you react the first place, but then you remember your thoughts, you remember your energy, and then you calm down and you can respond. So the more you practice, the more you go to the gym, mental gym, the easy will be everything in your life. And sometimes there are situations that, again, they bring something wrong in you or some, well, sit at night and check what have you done, learn from that, and prepare yourself for the next lesson in life. So the idea is to change the perception of life. Life is not a place of problems and difficulties and challenges. Life is a school for learning. And when a difficult personality comes into your life, you can say, wow, good teacher has come to my school. So I know that I have to be very tolerant, very patient, and breathe many times, but this will make me more strong, you know? So the perception of life also is very important to change.
Shanti, and thank you for
Shanti.
coming to us this evening. Beautiful. Before I was a Brahmin student here, I read a book called The Untethered Soul by Michael Singer,
Yes, I've heard about it. Yeah.
and it just hit me right in the heart when he said, because the mind's job is to talk. That's its job. So he said, pretend you had a roommate that wouldn't shut up.
Oh, that's it.
And the roommate kept talking and talking and talking. How long could you live with the roommate? And his punchline, his point is, you're not the talker, you're the listener. And that's what I'm hearing you say tonight. Am I correct? Because once I detach from the cha-cha-cha, I love when you do that, then I'm free to say, you said, shh.
Exactly. And you have to learn to talk to yourself in a nice way, and at the same time with determination to your mind. So beautiful mind. Shh, stop. But stop. But stop. But you stop. Go away. Oh.
Just a few, and I'm going to give a few announcements after, but if anyone is new and likes to sign up, we have a sign up sheet for classes and programs, and give us your email. If Enrique, if you would mind doing,
Yes.
I'm sure it's very special.
Let's finish with a short meditation, and we will follow these steps that I've explained to you. Very simple, but very practical. Very good. So I think the first thing is I like very much to breathe deeply, so that this deep breath allows me already, it's associated with meditation. So when I breathe deeply, I just position myself in an attitude for starting a meditation. No? So take a deep breath and take the air very slowly, slowly, slowly. You will see that this kind of breathing allow yourself also to prepare yourself for this exercise and to pause. And now observe your breathing. Learn the art to observe your breathing for a moment. You don't need to judge or analyze your breathing, just observing. Observe the air going in, and you can feel a feeling of expansion in your body when you breathe in. And then breathe out, and you feel some kind of relaxation when you breathe out. Observe how you breathe in, expansion, breathe out, relaxation. So now you are observing, and you are in the present moment, because you only can breathe in the now, only now. And now go a little bit more inside yourself and observe your feelings. How do you feel now? After this conversation, this reflection, what are the feelings inside yourself? Observe. Don't judge, don't analyze. Just observe and describe with your words what are the feelings inside yourself right now. Now, observe your thoughts. We are extraordinary beings. We are able to observe our own thoughts. It's incredible. You can see your mind as a blue, beautiful sky, and the thoughts like clouds. They come, they go. Observe thoughts in the sky of your mind. Don't get trapped by your thoughts. Just observe them. They will appear. It's normal. It's not a problem. They are just thoughts. Observe them. And now be aware of the observer, you, the soul, and focus all your energy in a little point of light in the middle of your forehead. Bring your attention to a point, a tiny point of light, a point of consciousness, point of concentration in the middle of your forehead. Concentrate your attention in this space inside yourself. And then become the creator of your thoughts. I am a conscious being. And feel it. I am a conscious being. I am a soul. I am energy. Pure energy. I'm not this body. This body is the instrument. Is the car. But I'm the driver of this car. I'm the soul, the living energy. Accept these thoughts. Experience these thoughts. Create these thoughts in your mind. I'm a peaceful being. I'm a peaceful soul. This is my true nature. Maybe I'm not this now, but start to sow these seeds in your mind. I'm a peaceful soul. I'm a loving soul. Enjoy these beautiful thoughts and the energy that they bring. Become the creator now for a beautiful future. I'm a soul. I'm a conscious being. I'm I'm a peaceful soul. I'm a loving soul. And hold these thoughts in your mind just for a moment. Silence. Talk to yourself in this way. Hold these thoughts. Now observe again, how do you feel right now? How is your mind? Observe it. And now imagine that a beautiful ray of golden light reaches you. It's a light that comes from beyond this world. It's a divine light and touches your mind, touches your heart. It's a light full of peace, a light full of love. So feel how your mind becomes full of peace and love. This golden, beautiful, divine light is filling you such a beautiful qualities. Open your mind, open your heart to this experience. Absorb this divine light. Now, observe again. How do you feel? Connect again with your breathing. Breathe deeply. Move your body a little bit and come back. Om Shanti. Thank you.
That's how I feel. I don't know about you, but I had a smile on my face, a Mona Lisa type smile the whole time. And that meant that I felt a kind of a humor. I recognized everything you said. I hope you feel the same way. I had a smile on my face the whole time. And I have little tools now that I'm going to use. Guess what? I'm going to be really good to myself tonight and tomorrow because I'm going. So I thank you. Let's thank Brother Enrique. It's wonderful. Welcome. We hope you'll come again and again. And Zoomers, I hope you enjoyed it too. Two quick announcements. Next week, we have a special speaker. Brother Eric, and thank you, Brother Eric and Narayan, for all they do with the video and everything in the audio. He's going to be doing a confluence, you believe it, of Diwali and Halloween.
Oh.
So that alone is worth a trip. And also we are having a special public Diwali presentation, a big celebration, I should say, this Sunday. I think it's at 3, is it 3 o'clock or 3:30? 3:30 to 5:30 on Sunday. So you come, bring your family, bring your friends. It really is a very wonderful, right, sweet, light holiday. And please stay for Toli and your blessing, and thank you.
Thank you. Om Shanti. Good night.